What's next is the raw food and prana. We need to touch on this too. And what's the difference between raw and cooked foods is that the raw food is the energy type of fuel. It has the energetic content, prana, in it. Here it is. And prana metabolism is different. It requires different metabolic pathway to convert prana in a quality way. And cooked food, prepared food, is the fossil type of fuel. It's matter. This is what the metabolic mode, metabolic pathway in most individuals is said to function, and it's really hard to change. So even the cooked food can be healthy and healthier than the food of the previous stage. For example, standard American diet, SAD, is cooked, but then the homemade food is also cooked, but it's different quality already, right? So we really want to see the difference in gradation of the cooked food too before we even jump or think about raw food. So especially people who are not gravitating or choosing to eat raw, not because they don't understand the benefits of it, but because their system is not yet ready and their consciousness is not ready too, because that is a factor too. And their energy system throughout their body is not ready to absorb and process the energy content of food. They would still benefit from changing the quality of the cooked food, which is an important thing too. So going from standard American diet to more homemade diet and so on and so forth, while reducing the burden of toxins throughout the body and balancing their digestive wellness with cooked food, same way. So here is the graph that actually defines the energy content in food. Energy definitely is not homogeneous. This top part is the energy. This low part is also the vibration, but of the matter. So this is the body. So this is energy, this is matter, okay? And the raw food contains them all. When we cook food, this upper part of the vibration is pretty much gone. And what we are left with is this lower part of the food that is expressed only in the material state, in the physical state. So it is easy to convert energy to energy, but for that, the metabolic pathway needs to be active. That is called cold energy synthesis. It's the type of metabolism that our body is capable of to properly convert the energy. Because when it's not in tune with this system, the raw food will end up producing the byproduct, which is vata. And vata is vitiated energy of air, which is cleansing too. And this is how raw food is initially experiencing the cleansing, detoxing effect on the raw food. But they hardly can sustain raw food further on. Within years, like 2-3 years after, raw foodists would start converting back to cooked food because they cannot sustain the raw food because this mechanism is not activated. To activate, there's some practices for that. The energy practices need to be undertaken and followed persistently in order to properly convert the energetic content of the food into the energetic content of our body, of the subtle body. But if it's not activated, then what we're doing, we are converting matter into energy. And there is also a mechanism within our body that does that, but it is a very demanding process. It is hot energy synthesis, and it is the secondary by nature. So why is it secondary? It's the supplemental. For example, if all of a sudden we've come into the time when we don't have fruit and vegetables available, and we have to convert into omnivores or meat eaters by need, which already happened during Ice Age. We had to convert to be meat eaters. Then we are supplied by this mechanism. The nature is very wise and it supplied us with this mechanism. We activate this mechanism, which is the hot energy synthesis, and we survive on it. And we may even thrive on it. But since it's energy demanding process, it shortens our lifespan. It brings our consciousness down because this element is missing and our consciousness can only kind of get trapped on this level, on the level of Manipura chakra, Svatisthana chakra, Muladhara chakra. This is where our consciousness can be residing. Hardly on the level of Anahata chakra, which may still be, but it is hard for people who are meat eaters to get to the higher expression of consciousness because it's just missing in the environment. It's missing in their food. It's missing in their practices. And our lifespan will also become shorter. And this is what we're actually observing through these time periods, through these Ains and Yugas. It is possible to physically thrive on this mechanism because, again, it's nature provided, which is a wonderful thing. This great that we have it. Nature takes care of us, in any ways possible. But there are ways to be able to turn on this and activate this mechanism, metabolic activity, and become more capable of converting energies. And that can be very rewarding and liberating for people who are capable of doing that. They would experience tremendous transformations in their consciousness, in their physical state. This is a big topic too, and it requires separate attention and discussion because there's so many details on how to convert, what to convert, how prana gets converted, how it doesn't get converted, what are the factors that are in the way, and what are the factors that are helping this process. So this is a very interesting topic in itself. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your family and friends, subscribe to our channel, and get notifications. Also, leave a comment of at least 8 words. Comments make difference.